Hi guys, my name is Lelasophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things interiors, and I have some fun videos for you. You guys, okay. You know me, I've been doing some thinking probably for the last week-ish. I don't know if I had a realization, but long story short, I think it might be time for a Birkin journey. I know. I said it. I was thinking maybe not 2025 or maybe at the end of 2025, but I have some ideas. I really can't wait to hear your opinions and feedback. Is a Birkin journey worth it? And am I ready for one? But first and foremost, if you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all of my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Lelasophia Jewelry. I put up videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and so I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Okay guys, first of all, I always get like late summer, fall allergies, so if you hear a little something, I'm so sorry, but I digress. Okay, as I already said in my intro, essentially I was, this year had some amazing, unplanned, but planned for the unplanned, that type of thing. Beautiful things that happened. The biggest one being I purchased my first home as a single woman. And so I was like, yeah, no, we're not going to be prioritizing any sort of a very expensive purchase this year. I've been so good, I think, with my purchases, even though I'm now on my 6.5, I'm on my mom. Let me be honest. I'm on my 7th or 8th bag. Yeah, it's August. Okay, that makes me feel better. It's August, so I'm on my 8th bag of the year, and my most recent update was my 6 bag 6 months video. You can check that out there. And then I did buy, which was totally unexpected, the small, I always want to say the mini, the small Bangle bag from the row, and then my little baby vintage Prada like velvety bucket bag. Oh my god, she's so cute. But really, like, I don't know, especially compared to the last couple of years, when I really found, I fell in love with collecting bags again. I'm a fine jewelry designer, and so for so long I collected fine jewelry. And then 4 years ago when I started my own line, you guys who know me know this whole story, but just in case anybody's new, as soon as I started my own line, I was like, oh, I see why designers wear their own pieces, because you kind of have to be like, not have to, but like you're a walking billboard for your own, for your own pieces. And it's just a pleasure and an honor to wear my own stuff. So, yada, 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 businessy stuff over there. But like genuinely the joy that I get, it just, my mindset shifted. And so instead of collecting jewelry that I did for a very long time, I fell back in love, because I've always collected handbags, especially pre-loved and vintage handbags, but I fell back in love with collecting handbags probably for the last exactly 3 or 4 years since I started my line. And since I was like, oh, I need somewhere to put that curator energy. And so I probably went a little crazy, for the first couple of years doing that, especially with how amazing all of the pre-loved, there's just so many more resources. I talk with you guys about this all the time. There's so many more resources than there was when I started collecting like 12-ish years ago, especially 10 years ago when I really started collecting. And the prices can be so darn good that it's very hard. And so after doing that for a couple years this year, I was like, okay, we found our voice, we've experimented, we've made some, not mistakes, but I've definitely, you guys have seen my journeys, and I have many videos in my channel of bags that I've sold because I loved them so much, but I just didn't end up wearing them. And so this brings me to this year. I feel so like, I know it sounds, I don't know if it sounds like, I don't want to sound conceited ever, but I just feel really good with where my collecting has, it's like not had to be landed, but where we've plateaued in like kind of a positive way. And I was really riding that. I gave myself a 1 bag a month rule that I'm very happy to know I didn't kind of break. I kind of did break it a little bit, because I did indeed get 2 like very almost antique exotic handbags for like under $100. Like, how could you not break that? Sorry. Okay, so again, she's rambling because I don't know why I'm nervous. I've never you guys saw a little bit of my Calla journey, but a Birkin is like double the price, at least for me. I was so lucky with my Calla. And I think in the last couple months especially knowing what goes into owning a home, I've had, you don't know already, I'm like 9 months in and I've already had random unexpected expenses and all of these things that kind of come out of nowhere. And so I was like, I'm not going to be irresponsible. This is like, a Birkin can wait until 2026. And then the reason why I prefaced all of this with my collecting voice is because I think I've done so many deep dives in so many videos with you guys, so you guys are always like the most helpful, hence why we're here today. I've done so many deep dives on my collection and my vibe. I always say it's so fun to kind of like know yourself, experiment, and then stick to what you love and what you will actually wear, but then have fun little exceptions like my blue vintage Calla and my butter yellow The Row 90s bag. Very unlike me in my sea of brown bags, again, if anybody is new here. And while I was thinking to myself, oh my God, I'm so happy with my collection, again, just in case, you know, I just always like to like buffer my statements, but she's a very, very, very organized Virgo, you know? So there's always a list in alphabetical order of exactly like my archive of my pieces, of everything. And I just did like an even deeper dive this last week for some reason while I think maybe the last time I reorganized my bag cabinet. I know she's rambling, let's get into Hermes, Sophia, but this is the last thing. Essentially, I did this really, really, you know, intensive deep dive, and I like, you know, made sure that I had all my receipts and took pictures of all of my bags so that insurance purposes and everything. And I was like, 36 bags might be a bit much for me. Like, for some reason, I love, again, as I always say, you know, I have this one thing, especially that I'm kind of not that I'm gonna ever stop collecting fine jewelry, but that my fine jewelry kind of collection has completely changed. I really have bags, you know, and I really want to continue that. And we're not in the tax bracket to be collecting vintage designer furniture quite yet, you know. I know myself, and so bags are really where it's at, and I love that I'm allowing that for myself. But in a moment I was like, okay, but there's still several more bags that I want to get, so I need to constantly be doing this like one in, one out thing that I haven't explicitly given a rule of for myself. And for some reason, like once I don't know, actually had everything on paper, I was like, if I had 20 bags, I think I'd be even more satisfied. If I had 25, I'd be even more satisfied with myself knowing that those 25 bags are what I genuinely wear. And so over the last couple weeks, I have done like a serious thinking to myself, because again, a Birkin was not in the cards. I really don't think that it is. And there's two things contributing to me making this video, because one, as I've talked about, and I said when I did my video with Ricky, I think that the market is quite good right now. I don't know why, which is so funny because I got really scared last year that the whole quiet luxury thing would make the vintage, cool, beaten up Hermes Birkins and Kellys like skyrocket in price. And I guess just with an influx of actual items that hasn't happened. I mean, praise the Lord. And all of a sudden it went from me like, because Ricky really wants a Birkin. I really think that a hack would look really cool on Ricky, but I just think anything would look really amazing. And so I'm so excited for you whenever is your time to go for the piece of your dreams. And so I send Rick things all the time, specifically Hermes vintage Birkins. And then I started noticing a pattern, being like, why are these prices so good? What the heck is going on? I thought that I would have to wait until I had a solid, you know, 5 figures, a solid 10,000 to be like, oh, this is wonderful. I've been saving this. This is specifically for my Birkin. Tell me why I've seen so many good ones that like are amazing, in wonderful condition, in perfect color combinations that I really want, aka I went, you know, out of my comfort zone with my Kelly. We're going for a brown Birkin. Let's just get that out of the way. And then I'll ask you guys hardware questions and maybe leather. preferences and size preferences in a second, but it's gonna be brown because you know what, it's me. And the Birkin, I just want to be so seamless to fit in with every single one of my outfits. And tell me why. There have been several currently right now. I hope it hasn't sold since this video, when this video goes live, but there's one right now sitting on the real that I said, we're not ready yet, but why is this my bag? Why is this my perfect bag? What the heck is going on? And so that's number one. And number two was me being a crazy person and really dissecting my list and really dissecting my collection, as I always am, but like, again, to an nth degree, and saying to myself, it's kind of, I don't know why 30 sounds good, because maybe it's like a bag every day of a month. Like, I don't know what goes into me being like, that sounds like an appropriate collector's number. Also, I think maybe I hear that a lot in our collecting world, that like 30 sounds like a good place to round out, but something about me would like to get my collection down a little bit, and this is not one of those. This is not one of those I'm selling everything videos, because we already know my thoughts. I do an in and out all the time. It's always being curated. It's not, you know, I love a dramatic, we're selling everything, because go off, live your best life. And I have low-key done that, but you know, it's a little fast for me. I like to go a little slower. So this is not one of those videos. However, this is should I sell like 7 to 10 of my bags and buy myself a Birkin, because that maths. Again, to put it in Gen Z terms, as I hopefully like in a fun way like to do. Those are my two things. So let's get into the nitty gritty, because first of all, comment down below your thoughts on that. That is first and foremost. The other actual, this is here what you can actually comment on in addition to that is, would you be interested in a vlog sale? I've never done one before. I did just list a bunch of pieces on Vestiaire, so I'll link my Vestiaire down below. However, yeah, I love talking to you guys, and so that would be an absolute pleasure to have a one-on-one, and especially with those of you guys who I know so much, if any of you are interested, I'd want to give you the first dibs. Hello. So comment that down below first and foremost. Shall we get into the fun part? Okay. We know it's going to be brown. We know it's going to not be a 25 or 30. I think that's my boundary for some reason, because my Hermes Vintage Kelly is a 32, and I'm so sorry, I am a large human being. I'm not that tall, but I'm 5'8", and I'm large. I'm plus size, a very exaggerated figure, and so the 32 for me, I'm like, this is in no way near my biggest bag. I probably, like, of course, if somebody were to just drop by a vintage Lizard 28, you know, on my doorstep, I'd happily wear it. 32, like literally, I wonder if you could see my face in the TikTok video that I did when I opened blindly on camera for the first time my Kelly. I was like, oh, it's so much smaller than I thought. So I think a Birkin to me just, like, I don't know if it is just so Jane Birkin of me, you know, like honor her, honor that legacy, because I'm like, I want to stuff it. I want a Birkin to be, oh, put your laptop, like this is always going to be me. And from, I'm visualizing, I'm trying to think both of my bag cabinets. I'm like, from an actual size perspective, I have quite, you know, medium to small bags, maybe medium/small bags. My Dante from the row is in the size XL, so that's quite a big bag, especially as a clutch. My Ever bag is quite big because it's tall, but it's not even that wide. My Doctor bag is even quite big, and that's not a big bag. I just helped, which I hope you love, I just helped my mom reorganize her bags, ooh, which we should maybe do a behind the scenes of one day. That would be so fun, because I don't have a real closet because I live in New York. I have a nice closet, but you know, it's a New York size closet. And long story short, I was helping my mom to reorganize her bags, and I was like, these are big bags. My bags are small because that's what I've gotten used to. That's what I feel comfortable with. And my Louis Vuitton Speedy 35 is another big bag. So long story short, I want the Birkin to fill that void, to be oh, I'm just staying overnight at my parents' house and it's perfect. I'll bring my laptop or bring a change of clothes and we're good, bing, bang, boom. My question to you, because I know some of you are way further advanced than I am, and I, again, bow down to all of you. 35 or 40, which one? Because I feel like I lean 35, but something in my brain says just go for a 40, and I don't know which one. And here's a rogue option because this is the one that I'm talking about. And you know what? It's fine, because if I don't want to block anybody's blessing, if this is one of your bags that is meant to be, I'm gonna put it here anyways. There is a, like, oh my God, two actually. There's two gorgeous Hack 32s. Didn't know that that existed because, again, I am but a mere peasant compared to most of you guys who are experts. A Hack 32, why does that look perfect? And as I just said, I want something bigger than my 32, but for a Hack, it's bigger, it's gonna be thicker, and it's taller. Why does it look so good? Why does it look so good? Moment of silence, because I probably will not be the owner of one of those beautiful bags, but $7,000, I can get behind that. Let me rein it in. Birkin 35, Birkin 40, or Birkin Hack 32. Discontinued, you know, like really cool, random niche size. Even just that statement sounds very me. So maybe, I don't know. I'm not sure. If any of you guys own one or have seen one, please help me out. Some of you guys, again, are like true experts on this. Those I think are the three, I mean, like those are the only three options if I'm gonna go bigger, you know, into the bigger territory. So that's what I'm really grappling with. Leather type is interesting because, yes, of course, Sophia, in my, you know, holy grail dreams, would I like simply faint for a, like, oh, I can see it now, for like a burgundy box calf Birkin? Yes, yes, I absolutely, don't even tell me. A box brown Birkin 35. I don't even want to see them. And I've seen them. I can visualize it. I don't even want to think about it. Yes, of course, those would be my holy grail bags. I'm not in, again, that's not my vibe yet. It's not sadly, we will get there one day when I'm like, oh yeah, I'm totally ready to drop, again, a solid 5 figures on one of those. And so I'm not as picky with leather choice, but I want her to be slouchy. And so I'm to be really honest with you, as we have said, classically speaking, I love my smooth leather. I really just do. Again, as you can tell, I really love my smooth leather, and I love suede. We're not even gonna go there, yes, because I know we can all think of a grizzly for me. We're not even gonna think of the post that one of my amazing subscribers tagged me in that was like, this is made for you. I don't even want to think about it. It's so good, I could cry. But classically speaking, I'm not really a grained leather girly. And here's what's interesting. On a Birkin, I could do it because it feels so right. It just feels so classic of the shape and size and slouchiness and style. So I could do it. This is a part that, honestly, I'd like recommendations because I'm kind of down for whatever. I get that some of them are super heavy, but I'm a strong girl, and so we're fine. I actually like I talk to a lot of you guys and you're like, oh my God, is this bag heavy? Is this something? I actually like a weighted bag because, again, something about, I live in New York, like I wanna know that my bag is on my arm. I wanna feel her. I wanna know that there's weight there, that there's presence. I don't know why, it's a me thing. Something about that, I really like a heavy bag, so I don't mind that, but I don't wanna be lugging around 10 pounds, you know, which like could be quite possible. So I'd love suggestions down below. And then the last question that I have for you today, here's again, a little rogue for me. Of course, you'd think to yourself, you know, Sophia's gonna get a gold hardware. Here's the thing. Of course of course, this is such a meat-coated thing. Of course, I'd consider, of course my Birkin is gonna have bag charms, because even though if you guys could see, which I will insert a photo, the rest of my bags are so minimal. It's a whole thing and there's no bag charms. You don't even know who the heck made it. It's so random and niche. My Hermes bags though, I just really think that there's something so right. And again, maybe it's just a bow down to Jane Birkin, but there's just something so right about putting bag charms on a Birkin, bag charms on the I just don't. It's what I did. I ordered them before I even placed the order for my Kelly almost 2 years. Oh my God, we're coming up on her anniversary. Anyways, I was prepared for my Kelly, okay? I started that up quick before, and again, the bag charm trend like comes in and out always. It's not like it's happening for the first time. I'm just falling for it even more for the first time. I know that this sounds so stupid, but I really want a Chrome Hearts, I really want a Chrome Hearts bag charm for a bag. I work in the jewelry industry. I could perfectly just have one plated because I am not an idiot. I'm not gonna pay for a 22 karat bag charm. I'm not that stupid, but maybe I am stupid enough to buy a $1,000 bag charm that is sterling silver. I'm just saying. So, something about me feels weird about plating a piece because that's like aftermarket. I don't know. I don't want to like mess with the artist's integrity. I care about that stuff. So I could get one and plate it and have it be gold, but there's something about the silver that's just kind of so cool. Or will I regret that and be like, I wear gold every day. I'm never gonna switch. This is my thing. I've talked about it all the time. It's my vibe. It's what I wear. I love to work with all shades of gold for my clients, but it's just me to be a yellow gold girly. But would it be kind of cool to mix and match for a Birkin? And also I already have my Kelly and most of my other bags, actually the Row 90s bag is silver hardware, and my Dante bag and my Mag du Boutron bag. But other than that, everything is pretty much gold. So would I be an idiot basically to get a Birkin bag? No, this is so crazy. Would it be crazy to get a Birkin bag in silver hardware, palladium hardware, excuse me, in palladium hardware? At least I'm admitting it. I feel like there's a lot of people who wouldn't admit that. At least I'm admitting it, okay? Let me live my Lori Hershlefer life. Let me live that. Or tell me I'm an idiot and I should just go with gold. So those are my questions. I can't wait to hear your thoughts. This is a little rogue. Again, it's a little rogue in my mind. So I hope you guys are with me. Is it worth it to start on this journey? Should I wait? What's going on? What are your thoughts? I can't wait to hear them all down below, and I cannot wait to see you in my next one. Bye, guys.